Well, how do there, chums? As I, Captain Stephen, today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I have come to one of my older bases. So I was doing base tours and then deleting bases before. So one of these old bases is my frost crystal farm, or my glass farm. And you can see here that some of the doorways, they aren't quite working. Now I can go around and I can fix these by simply putting in a new doorway. So here we go, let's just select one of these, chuck that in there. Just in case you guys at home in the viewerverse want to fix your bases, it's as simple as that. There we go, I can now traverse this base and you can see it is quite a nice base. I mean, I do kind of like what I've got going on here. It's fully enclosed and weatherproofed, which I kind of like, but I'm thinking of maybe opening this up to the elements a little, so you can see the storms raging from the outside and getting rid of all the walls, but keeping like a roof canopy. But I want to use all of the old base parts rather than, well, all the new base parts rather than the old base parts, chums. So you know what? I'm just going to go round and I'm going to delete out all the walls. I'm keeping all the plants where they are because they were a right git to place all of them. So here we go. I'm going to start deleting all of this. Yeah, so just taking out these wall panels. What I like about the new edit mode is you can just stay in the edit mode and just delete or move parts around, and yeah, it's kind of nice. Once you get used to it, it's nice. At first it's a little bit finicky and you're like, what the fudge? But after a little while you get used to this deleting mechanic. So here we go. Let me just get rid of this wall over here and just show you how quickly you can do this, which is nice. It's a shame there isn't a button you can hold down and then drag a box over the elements you wish to delete. But yeah, I suppose that'd be easier with a mouse, but with a joypad that could be a bit difficult. But here we go. Yeah, I'm getting onto this and deleting all these parts out. Lovely job. Don't want to delete my plants, no, because I need to keep all those where they are. Heck yes. Here we go. Let's get rid of these. It's actually kind of therapeutic deleting this base. Yeah, chickaboom, chickapow, done, you're gone. So bang, and the building parts are gone. So here we go, let's just get rid of a few more of these. Righto, so I'm just going to delete a few. Oh, look at the storm in the background, chums. Isn't that freaking gnarly? All the lightning. Yeah, that's why I love this planet. I really wish that amongst all these lovely new fandangled base parts they gave us base parts that sort of utilise the storms, especially these extreme weather events like these lightning strikes. To be given a lightning rod that conducts power into your base would have been freaking ace. I could have put some on top of my actual base to act as lightning conductors that power batteries to their maximum. That would have been freaking sweet, wouldn't it? But no, we didn't get anything like that. Right, well, I finished deleting all those parts and now I've replaced them with all these new fandangly parts. And I think this has so much more of an industrial feel to it. It looks like it's been weathered by the planet. I really like how this now looks in comparison to my old base. The old base looked a little bit clean for the environment. This looks like it's industrial. It looks like it's in keeping. It looks like it's been here as long as the planet itself. It's freaking ace. I love how this looks. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you think this looks better than my old base, or do you think my old base looked better? So you can see there I've got a Colossus. I am thinking about putting an exomech underneath the bridgeway, under there where I'm standing right now is where I might put an exomech. But here we go, I've put some detailings up here and I've tried to keep it looking quite industrial in feel. So it's a little bit open, it's got a little sort of waiting room for the plants to regrow, and a nip pipe and a little beverage and a cup, so why the fudge not? Okay, it's more for a one-man sort of thing. I mean, I'm only going to come here whenever I'm low on sort of glass, basically. I'm going to come here and I'm just going to pick all those plants. So it serves a purpose, but it also serves up a treat for the eyes. I've got a little on and off switch there to power my portal because, you know, I may as well use all my solar power when I need it. I'm not going to be here often. I only need it to fire up that portal. So just turn it off when I'm not using it, you know. Save a little bit of electricity. Now down here, although it's open to the elements, I'm thinking maybe of using those, you know, those little heaters that you get from derelict freighters. I might place some of those down there, so at least if I am getting a little bit cold in this extreme environment, I can just hit them up and get a little bit of warmth. Yeah, maybe do that. So here we go. Let's have a look, see if I can find those things. I think they're under this menu. Yeah, there they are. There you go. So I got these from running the derelicts. They're not normal base parts. You have to run the derelict freighters to get these. So I'm going to stick that down here. Lovely job. And you just find them in cases. You don't buy them with the tainted metal from the scrap merchant, no. Yeah, it's just luck of the draw, really, and I put those there. And I might scatter some amongst all these plants as well at just random intervals. If I put them near to these little wiki-type droids, then hopefully I'm not going to, I know exactly where to go for them. Head towards the droids, get yourself warm. Okay, so yeah, just stick one over there. Just loosely buy them. Oh, and there's some other, like, antennas with, like, spinny bits at the top. I could put those down, maybe. Look like sprinklers. Yeah, that could work. That could work quite well. But if I've got sprinklers, I'm going to need water tanks. So I might come back and do a bit more detailing in a moment, chums. So, yeah, let's put these down. Lovely job. And, yeah, I think I will add in a sprinkler system and some water tanks and try to make them look quite industrial. I could put the water tank in and then maybe put some sort of generator underneath. That could work, couldn't it? Yeah, I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's just go down and see if this sort of works. I believe it does. I think it just stops your hazard protection from going any lower. Now, I've already got a few frost protections in for running the derelicts in my actual exosuit anyway. So here we go. I'm back and I've put in the exomech now, chums. There's my exomech. Hello there, Mechyman Mech. Awesome. Yeah, lovely. Let's get rid of that menu under there. Oh, and also down by this exocraft, I made it look a little bit more in keeping. So I've added a front digger scoop for scooping out the snow, and I've also added some winter tyres there that can be changed into it. So I think it looks aesthetically pleasing. And yet, I'll put in the water tanks and I'll put jennies underneath them that actually they emit particle effects. I'll show you in a bit. And these spin. I'll show you that as well. So I come out of camera mode and we'll run round and I'll show you that all these parts that I've selected have got movement to them. And yes, I've added a satellite dish on the roof as well, which also has movement. So yeah, I think this looks fantastic now. So let's head on in and I'll show you some of those parts because they are beautiful parts. Oh yeah, I've got that big generatory thing there. So we've got this underneath and you can see all the smoke bellowing out of it, which I think is a nice little touch, especially in this sort of environment. It's very cool. So let's head on over here. And yeah, look, my sprinkler system is in place. Yeah, they're little wind things, aren't they? They're supposed to go on roofs and little wind turbines. But there we go, done diddly. I think I'm about done. I think this looks okay. So yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts out there in the viewer world, whether you think my old base looked better or if my new base looked better. Heck yes, I hope you've enjoyed this and I hope it's given you some inspiration for doing up your bases in the viewerverse. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.